Okay, um, let's take a look at this color coding system. Let's look at it a little bit more closely and see if we can kind of discover another powerful tool here for us in composing melodies. Okay? All right. So you notice that on the far left here it says motive. So this is the row for the motives, A through H. And then this below the motives are the rhythms. So this is the row for the rhythms. And you can see they're divided. Okay? And in bars 2 and 3, they're the same salmon color because we're using the same an A rhythm in bar 2, an A rhythm in bar an an A motive in bar 2, an A rhythm in bar 2, and an A motive in bar 3, and then the A rhythm in bar 3. Okay, so motive, rhythm, all the same in bars 2 and 3. However, bars 1, motive is B, that's highlighted, and rhythm is C, that's green. Okay? And then bars 4, motive is A, and rhythm is C. So if we just take a quick look at the bars up there, what we can see immediately in looking at this melody, that the rhythm in the beginning of the melody, in other words, in the first bar, is the same or almost the same as the rhythm in the last bar. And that tells us, we've got repetition there. And that's the bread and butter of music, and particularly of melody, repetition. So the listener's going to hear this rhythm in bar 1, and it looks like a pretty kind of complicated rhythm, syncopated rhythm, that is. It's certainly dotted. Um, and and they're going to hear, and then in the middle, uh, they've got the same rhythm, right? Same rhythm in bars 2 and 3. They've got exactly the same rhythm. Notes are different, but the rhythm is exactly the same. What's the rhythm in bar 2 and 3? Well, we got a quarter note and a half note with a rest on beat 2, right? So beat 1 is a quarter note, beat 2 is a rest, beat 3 and 4 is a half note. Same in bar 3. Beat 1 is a rest, beat 1 is a quarter note, beat 2 is a rest, beats 3 and 4 is a whole note. The pitches are different, but the rhythm is the same. So we've got bars 1 and 4 with more or less the same rhythm, and bars 2 and 3 with exactly the same rhythm. And that kind of symmetry is probably going to mean a good melody. Okay? All right. Now, I said that the rhythm in bars 1 and 3 is almost the same. And why did I say almost? Okay? Well, first of all, it's very important to notice that the rhythm, as far as the program is concerned, is the same because they're both green. That tells us same rhythm. However, because the motive is different in bar 1, it's different from the motive in bar 4. In other words, bar 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. But in bar 4, the motive only has 4 notes. So there's the difference. So therefore, when we're applying the rhythm from 5 notes to 4 notes, we're going to have a little change. But notice this. Let's look at this carefully. The first beat is a quarter note in bar 1, and the first beat is a quarter note in bar 4. Okay, so we're the same. Now bar 2 is different. We have another note there. Okay, so in bar 2 we have a dotted eighth and then a rest. Okay, if we go to bar 4, bar 2 has got a quarter note rest, so they're different there. But going to beat 3 in bar 1, we've got an eighth note and then a dotted eighth, right? An eighth and a dotted eighth. And then going to bar 4, we've got an eighth and a dotted eighth. So the rhythm is the same in bar 4, and then in bar, I'm sorry, not bar, but I should have said beat. Let me repeat that. In bar 1, on the third beat, we've got a eighth note and a dotted eighth. In bar 4, on the third beat, we've got an eighth note and a dotted eighth. So the rhythm on the third beat in both bars is the same. So far, rhythm the same on the first beat, rhythm different on the second beat, rhythm the same on the third beat, and then on the fourth beat you can see it's the same again. It ends up on an eighth note on the last eighth note in both bars, in both measures. Okay, so we've got some nice repetition, but with a little variation there, and the variation is caused by the fact that the motives have different numbers of notes. Now I haven't tested this, but I'm guessing that if the motives have the same number of notes, the rhythms might always be the same, but I don't know that. It doesn't really matter. Really, from a musical point of view, the key to understand is that you're going to get that repetition even if the motives are different, and that the color up on that horizontal bar, which is color coding your rhythms, right? You have 8 color codes for rhythms. Your color coding is giving you like instant feedback that the rhythm is essentially the same in both the 2 bars. And that's important because rhythm being the same means repetition. Okay? So let's stop there and for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.